Once people realize how simple this can be, a lot more people are going to take this on. This is just a cattle panel that's been around the farm for quite a while.
Yeah, they've been here for 10, 12 years.
Yeah, we pick them up on Craigslist or Marketplace. And as you can see, some of them are beat up, but that's what they do. That's about 32 by 16 maybe?
The building itself?
The building is about 32 by 16. It's not very big, but the chutes, the panels themselves is a pretty small system. But being in this small area, it gives us a chance to spend 15, 20 minutes twice a day with them. It gives us the opportunity to make sure that the herd is healthy, make sure that there's nothing bacteria or parasites, things like that might have came with them. So you don't need a lot of room, you really don't. You could raise quite a few in this little environment. By feeding them and watering them, clean them out, and that benefit it takes you where you're self-sufficient.
You can have it in your backyard.
As long as you're not imposing on your neighbor, you're not creating a nuisance. Do what you want to do. If your township, you're on some acreage and your township has an ordinance that's probably based upon a globalist agenda that was from 25, 30 years ago, and it really wouldn't hold water.
Yeah, and you can always go to the township and make an appeal of whichever rules or regulations that you're trying to kind of work around. And a lot of places are more flexible, you know, that they would let you have a cow, some chickens, pigs, whatever it is to raise for yourself.
We just took Sprinkles to the butcher shop, and I think monetarily speaking, we had $500, $600.
Yeah, it wasn't that much.
It wasn't much at all. But for $500, $600, we got
like maybe 8, 10 boxes of meat back.
8, 10 boxes of meat. Pound-wise, was probably 600 pounds of meat. So that's $1 a pound. If you look at the world today and our supply chain,
and the cost is astronomical.
The cost is crazy, and that's another upside to raise them for anybody in a small area. You could literally raise your own animal, pay your butcher's fee, pay the feed, and it would be cheaper. It would be cheaper than what today's prices are. I think they just had a huge recall at Walmart again.
There was just another, no beef recall.
Beef recall? We didn't have that problem, but they took the country of origin label away. So now when you go to the grocery store, you don't know if you're eating something from Bangladesh or
Mexico or
Venezuela.
It could be anywhere now.
It really can. And you have no clue in that country, they don't have the restrictions that our country has. So they produce garbage, send it to here, and we're taught that it's okay to buy that, or they got our best interest in mind.
Right.
And that's nowhere near the case. You know, as we do with the pigs, we have a vet come out, check everything. We have our nutritionist look at our situation. Our vet says this is the way to go, so this is what we do.
I know I have been following different groups on even Facebook, you know, with cows, and the amount of diseases that they say these cows have, and I'm like, we've never had these issues ever here at the farm. You know, hay, water, and maybe you need some penicillin or something once in a while, and that's about it. It's not as complicated as they make it seem. That I think they do that so that nobody tries to raise their own.
We have people that call Paula from all parts of the country to get advice because her advice is cheaper and better than a vet.
Because we've learned that also the hard way.
Not the hard way.